Alright, welcome to another fantastic video on Jeep Monkey. So, now we're going to get these aligned. So I'm just going to remove the steering system from the knuckle, both knuckles, and then the pitman arm. And then I've got this piece of steel here, kind of expensive. I did get the longer one though, just in case. And I'm going to use this to line up these. You'll see how I set it up. I don't know how to exactly explain it. I've kind of just seen a picture and understand a little bit what I need to do to straighten these out. I do have the wheel, just a recap from last episode. I do have the steering wheel in the position that I want it, so that way everything can be adjusted and I don't have that annoying off-kilter steering wheel, which I don't like. So let's get these off. Had to put washers behind them to use the lug nuts. Otherwise, I believe they're half inch 20 is the threading on this. So it's better to probably use just a nut instead of the lug nuts. Typically, you're supposed to measure, I believe, the back side to measure it straight with the front side, but I got too much stuff in the way here. With the, I don't know how they do it in the back, because even without a lift, there's stuff in the way of it. So what I did is I made them extra long in the front, and I'm measuring, trying to stay as straight as possible. There's just too much stuff in the way. I mean, I'm trying to jerry rig it here to measure it, so I'm trying to get it about the same. So I got 60 1/4 right there, and then on the end 59 3/4. So I'm move over just a little. Now I'm at 60 1/2. There we go. Might be good now. 60 3/4. Now this isn't gonna be exact, but I've got it really close. Now the adjustments I need to make first. I couldn't get the pitman arm one off, even with hammering it and all that. I mean, I'm not getting a good angle to hammer it over here, so you see where I'm striking it. But the problem is I got the radiator here. We don't want to damage that, so it's just hard to get up there to pop it out. I mean, there's a tool for it, but shoot, this almost looks like it matches right up. We might need to come in just a bit. See, and this is where I'm coming up with an issue of, like, these move easy, you know. Even if I try to put a tire on, it's gonna move. Alright, so I ended up just removing the whole thing because, as you can see, this is still threaded on this. So what they did is they threaded it too far on, so you couldn't line it properly because it kept coming to the end. So I'm gonna completely remove it and try to thread these about the same time. because I kept running out of room. Like it was, I can do it by hand almost everywhere till it gets about the end. That was fun. Not at all. So I'm just going to remove the rest of this. Get this taken apart, because this is going to need to be readjusted as well. So, in fact, I can probably do it while it's on the Jeep, or this other part is straight. So this has become a lot bigger of a project than I intended, but you know, if it would have been done right the first time, this wouldn't be an issue. But like whoever did this, like, but now I'm gonna remove it from this lower part and then put this on, get it lined up straight as I can, and then measure it out and then straighten this one up as I go. So yeah, what a pain. I've got it done. So how I did it, and they look pretty straight, way better than it was. And the best part of it is this. My steering wheel is, well, mostly centered, but it's going to be a lot better than it was. I ended up taking, like I said, everything off, and then I set this to as straight as I could and then evened all this up. I completely removed that and re-threaded it in. In fact, I almost ran out of room, honestly. Just something about this part of that's off the pitman arm is really long, so like I almost, like I said, ran out of room. And then I did the other wheel, measured it out, and I didn't have to adjust that one much actually. So way better. So cotter pinned everything, tightened everything. I haven't lubed everything yet, but I'll do that eventually, especially before the trip. Got the tires back on. We've got a 70-degree day, mostly sunny, so I am gonna enjoy the Jeep for the rest of the day. Probably take the half doors off, or not the doors, but the soft upper half off, and roll up the back window and enjoy the day. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget, I'm going to probably mention it in every video, Toledo's Jeep Fest. Look me up at the Park and Shine area, and I'll have this rust bucket there. And not sure how much I'll actually have done of her, but you know, I'll at least have her lights changed out. And I did order a shade top, so that way you can get some shade from the summer sun, because I plan on leaving this completely open after the weather completely warms up. So, but thanks for watching, guys. Hit like, subscribe, and I'm gonna go have fun with this Jeep. Just a little insert at the end. So I took her for a drive, long drive really, and everything is better, so I don't have any noises. So that little sliver from the shield must have been what the issue was over here, but I don't have any noises, not even from the rear anymore, so that's good. Wheel, well, it's not now, my wheels are turned, but the wheel is better, but it's still off a little bit, and I am at its full adjustment, so there's nothing else I can do, but it is better. So I can at least see the temperature gauge now, and yeah, still a little annoying, but I'll deal with that. So what I'm probably going to have to do, which I was already thinking of doing it anyways, was getting a whole new steering system. Something maybe similar. A lot of this looks pretty stock, so it's pretty worn. Yeah, but anyways, just wanted to give you guys a quick update.